Welcome back to the AI Ripple Effect podcast, everybody. And today we're lucky to be joined by Carlos Carrillo, who's the founder and CEO of Syntra. Welcome to the podcast, Carlos.
Thanks for having me.
So why don't we start by you telling us a little bit about yourself and what Syntra do and who you typically serve from a customer perspective.
Yeah, my background is in telematics, so software, software devices, hardware for transportation, companies, for trucking companies. That shift has really changed now, because it depends on the customer that we're targeting, right? If it's either a logistics company or a carrier, we've kind of had to shift focus a little bit. So I was like, how do I get out of telematics? I wanted to build something. Telematics does a great job of tracking the driver, the vehicle, the asset. So I said, what if we start tracking the cargo? We want to know what's going on live real time with the cargo that's on the inside of the trailer. We built Syntra, right? A synthetic tracking application for tracking anything, right? Assets, trailers, and then most importantly, cargo. Temperature sensitive, right? Things that need a little more visibility. So we have a disposable and a reusable device that allows you to kind of track real time. You basically put a little black hardware component on the inside of a pallet or box, and it gives you real time visibility.
And what is that? Is that sort of powered RFID or something? What is that device? Or is that proprietary?
It's like putting a little cell phone in every single shipment, Adrian.
Okay.
So we've got Wi-Fi, GPS, and cell.
Got it.
It's got light sensing capability. So if someone opens your trailer door, before it gets to its destination, I light up your phone. Push notifications, hey, your trailer door was open, blah, blah, blah. It also has temperature and humidity sensors so that you can understand if the temperature is maintained the same, in transit. And really just understanding the certification piece behind cold and food and pharma.
Awesome. And all of that data, I assume, goes into your cloud, and then that's where you process that and then the analytics sits?
Yep. So everything is on the phone. Everything is on the UI. You never really lose visibility because we give it to you at any kind of platform that you're tracking on. We give you that visibility.
Awesome. And it sounds as though it's applicable across various customer segments. Is there a typical customer that you serve, or is it anybody?
It's funny. When we started this, we want to work with manufacturers and shippers. Our biggest customers are brokers, third-party logistics guys hauling the freight. Whoever cares about the freight the most is typically who we work with. So we've got some mushroom farmers that have these barrels of mushrooms, like ground mushroom.
Yeah.
They put our device on the inside of it, and it goes in the inside of the barrel. When they're done, they throw it away. It's things like that because they want to know temperature. They want to know exactly where it is. They want to certify that it got to every single drop-off location.
Wow. I mean, that's fascinating because that data can be used for, I guess, multiple things like insurers or whatever, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm working on getting into some insurance companies as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
If I can make Syntra a household name with some of these insureds, sky's the limit with what we're building. We're trying to partner with some pretty good insurance companies.
Really interesting. I know it's quite a niche area, but certainly if you're looking at the brokers and the 3PLs, is there any particular trends you're seeing in that space focused on your solution or other?
Here's what me and my team, we talk about. We talk about there's two types of customers. There's customers get it, and there's customers that are like, oh, we're already tracking the driver. Okay, cool. Show me your data right now. Pull up the driver. Where's his location? And it recorded 6 hours ago or it was like an hour ago. And I said, well, here's the thing is, how do you know if someone's tampered with your cargo? Or how do you know how long that piece of equipment or the shipment has been sitting at the dock? They have no idea. They have no clue. There's no visibility. So we give them all of the data. There's a couple different areas that we focus in. One is the staging area. One is the last mile. So there's two stages to what we can do for people. And then it just depends on if they can get the tags back or if they just need to use a disposable tag. So there's different things that we do for customers.
How do you bridge if there's a black spot from a cell perspective, how do you bridge those challenges?
We come into this quite often. There's some times where the coverage is just bad. And if you think about our application, we're putting a tiny little plastic box in a big metal box or aluminum container, so trailer or vehicle. And what we've done is if there's no GPS signal, the devices have Wi-Fi abilities. They scan all of the Wi-Fi in the area and they basically triangulate the position. But what we've done is we've shown our customers how accurate is this ping right now. It'll show you, hey, it's 2 meters away. So it was on a Wi-Fi or a cell tower hit. It's not accurate whatsoever. But then when you see a GPS or a Wi-Fi ping, and it's 50 feet away, your zone gets smaller. So we show you on a map how accurate that ping is right now.
Interesting. And you're obviously on a big, steep growth curve with the business. What challenges are you experiencing currently in that progression?
The tariffs were a little scary for a bit. We weren't sure how that was going to kind of play out. It really made us find a focus on finding some American partners. So we went from having an all overseas manufacturing partner team to now we're pretty diverse. Now we've got manufacturers overseas. We're manufacturing right here in Houston in the U.S.
Right.
To try to battle some of these tariff issues that we've had. I feel like we're past it now. I feel like there's no more cloudy days. Now the device went from a low cost device to like an $80-$90 device, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's out of the market. Like
Sure.
there's no way we can scale this now. But I feel like we're back to solid ground again. Now that we've got an American partner, we've got overseas partners. The whole reason we built Syntra, Adrian, is that we wanted to be hardware agnostic. We wanted
Right.
to provide the experience. We wanted to provide the platform. Yes, we track shipments, but I can also track all of your equipment. We have this tail light, Adrian, where we put the tail light on any trailer. So you plug it in, you never have to worry about battery. This will last up until the 4G sunset. It's got Wi-Fi, GPS, and cell. I can actively remote wake it up on demand from my phone. You can wake this device up, and this acts as a gateway. So I can turn any trailer into a smart trailer. I can scan for Bluetooth devices. I can scan for if you have pallet tags or anything like that. I can say, hey, trailer 202 is in transit. The doors are closed and it's got 15 pallets on the inside of it,
Amazing.
right? All from a little light.
Wow.
I think we're about 30 to 45 days out. This is almost live. I've got a couple sample units that I've sent out to some key national fleets that are testing it right now, and they're loving it.
So it's a prototype that's already been tested. It's ready to roll out. Wow, amazing.
It's ready, and it's factory sealed here in the U.S. So it's IPC rated. We have to make sure. I mean, this has gone through so much testing to make sure that it's safe. It's legitimately IP60.
It's a long time, so the technology is advancing at the moment, but 12 months, say if you were able to go back in 12 months ago, you had a time machine or something, what would you do differently if you had that insight?
I would implement AI faster, Adrian, honestly. I wish I would have done it from the jump. Here's the shift that we've made in the last 60 days. I've been training these AI bots to do my marketing, my social media, my outreach, my content, my customer service. There's like 12 or 13 bots that I had trained.
Cool.
I'm going to be launching that here shortly. And then we also have some AI built into our CRM to handle the back and forth. I'm basically going to turn I'm leveling the playing field for anyone that comes on and works for Syntra. I'm going to give them an ecosystem and an environment where they can come in, make good money, never have to worry about like they wake up and they're like, oh, I got 4 meetings today, and it's already done for them. We're doing the outreach, the text messaging, the calling of the actual dialing. We're doing everything with AI today.
Is that using an LLM, or are you just
Yeah.
leveraging a platform for that?
We built everything into our CRM.
Oh, okay.
We've got different bots. We've got a shipment tracking bot, an asset tracking bot, a fleet bot. So we've got all these different bots that are calling specific contacts or leads, people that we meet at trade shows, things like that. It's awesome. We're configuring it right now. But Adrian, when I heard it the first time, I was like, that is the best sales call I've ever heard. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. That was amazing. I've never sat through a business meeting and everybody texted me, called me, can we jump on a call right now? Like, we need this. Like, this is amazing. Like, they were chomping at the bit, my guys.
So it's like an agent that does voice sales.
Voice, it does the email follow-up, it does the SMS follow-up.
Nice.
Hey, Adrian, are you on your phone right now? Do me a favor. Click that link. Boom. You click the link. Hey, book a time for next Tuesday. Boom. Right? 30-minute demo. It's amazing, and the experience is really cool. We were very impressed. I went to a trade show probably 18 months ago, and Mr. Wonderful gets on stage, and if I can give you one piece, he's like, invest into AI blindly. It will change your business. We've been finding the right tools to kind of help not only the sales team, the marketing team. I'm going to start doing a video series here as well, like just becoming a thought leader in the space, right? Talking about some of the things that our customers are seeing, why we're doing the things we're doing. We do a lot of custom work. We're custom house, really. So if someone doesn't want to be sold a software that only does X, build it around my customer's use case. So a prime example is we had this idea of how we would build out the app, and our customer was like, well, this is the challenge that we're seeing is the staging area, because we're not the ones actually putting the device in the shipment. So we kind of had to go to the drawing board a little bit, and we're like, okay, well, let's build a staging area so that we know that it's in staging and it's not actually in transit.
Sure, sure.
Before we were like, okay, we got all these packages, all these shipments in transit, and it didn't fit that use case for this customer. And then they also had a last mile piece. Now we've built staging in transit, last mile. We've built it all into the platform so the customer can easily see what's going on. Everything is color coordinated. It's easy, but it really gives them a view into what's going on with, how do you track 1,000 shipments? Make that process easy.
And that's separate to your CRM. This is your platform that your CRM, that's off the shelf, is it? That, or did you customize that?
I don't know your experience with CRM, Adrian. We'll use some nice words. It's been a bear. We did the HubSpot, we did the Salesforce, and I'm just like, there's got to be an easier way. So we found this system that kind of has all of these, because so here's what we were doing. We were doing social B for social media. We were using MailChimp and all robots, and we're using all these different tools. And I'm like, this environment sucks because I've got 50 different logins. I'm like, how do I have one platform that kind of does it all for me? One of my partners was like, hey man, we're going to try this. He's like, let me set it up before you go wasting your time. I know you're frustrated with it. So he set me up with an account, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this does everything. It does my blog. It does everything in one system.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's pretty cool. And the pricing was great. So I was like, this is kind of a no-brainer. So we got it optimized, and we started looking at some of the different tools that we could add into it.
Nice.
And then once I saw that the AI system that I was looking at integrates directly with this, and they built it on my CRM, I was sold. I was all in.
Awesome. That's really interesting. And thanks for sharing. So for the people out there listening and interested to find out more about Syntra, Carlos, where can they go? Where can they find that information about your business?
Our website is Syntra, Syntra platform. So all of our information, we're in the process of launching a new website as well. It'll be the same tag. You can reach out to us on LinkedIn as well. So just search Syntra. We typically come up pretty well. And then, or you can just reach out to me directly on any social media platform. So LinkedIn. And then my email is carlos@Syntra.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Carlos. And I'll make sure I include that as part of the description for this podcast so everybody can find it as and when they need to. Thank you, Carlos. Really appreciate your time and your insight. Sounds a fascinating product and really valuable. Thank you to everybody out there for joining today, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you, Carlos.
Thanks, Adrian. Appreciate it.